Hi there, I'm Sean Dillman. In this video series, I'll be sharing 7 tips and tricks on how to read faster. In fact, many of these techniques are tried and true methods that I've been working on for years and you won't see in any other videos. Keep watching. Tip number 4, learn more about English grammar. For me, having a mastery of the English language helps me read faster because I understand everything that's going on every step of the way. It also helps me know what to expect, what the rules are, and what should and should not be happening in any given text. It's like the movie The Matrix. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen it. When Neo unlocks his ultimate power at the end of the movie, he can see the code that makes up the Matrix, and everything becomes easy for him, including stopping bullets, destroying a version of Agent Smith, causing the other agents to run away, and escaping the Matrix just in time before Morpheus destroys the Sentinels. When you understand English grammar, this is what reading is like. You know what each part of a sentence is, whether it's a verb, noun, adverb, adjective, a preposition, an article, definite or indefinite, etc. You also know best practices for how sentences relate to one another and the form that paragraphs should take. You know about grammatical errors, including dangling participles, sentence fragments, and misplaced modifiers. In my experience, knowing these things makes reading easier and helps me read faster because I know what's going on at any given place in the text, and it helps me anticipate what will happen, and it allows me to skip forward if I can already tell where the author is going, or if something is simply secondary to the main structure of the text. Using my script for this section of the video as an example, if you were reading this as text and you were at the part just now when I said it's like the movie The Matrix, you would know that I was using a simile. If you remember these from school, a simile is a figure of speech involving the comparison of one thing with another thing of a different kind. Crazy Like a Fox is a well-known example of a simile. In this script, when I said it's like the movie The Matrix, the word like is signaling that a simile is coming, and from that you can guess that the thing I'll be saying next will expand on that simile. In this case, my explanation of Neo unlocking his power. That explanation contains 56 words and merely supports the simile that I set up in the preceding sentence. I provided the simile to give you another way to think about my explanation of what it's like to increase your power by understanding grammar. However, if you saw the word like and then correctly anticipated that an analogy was coming, you could skip it and you wouldn't really be missing anything that was critical to your understanding of what I'm communicating. By knowing more about grammar, you can see the code that makes up the matrix, meaning the patterns in writing that will give you the option of either skipping ahead or proceeding with a greater level of comprehension, which will allow you to proceed quickly without needing to slow down to figure out what's happening in the text. This will ultimately help you read faster. To learn more about grammar, I would suggest that you look into a short and simple book that will teach you the basics. A few of my favorites are Understanding English Grammar by Martha Cohn, Loretta Gray, and Joseph Salvatore, and Plain English for Lawyers by Richard Wydick and Amy Sloan. If you're interested in looking at either of these books, I've added Amazon links in the description section. With respect to Plain English for Lawyers, even though the title says that it's for lawyers, I think that the book could help anyone learn more about grammar and effective writing. So there you have it, my 4th tip on how to read faster. If you learned something new from this video, then make sure to subscribe to my channel right now. Just click the subscribe button below this video. And now I'd like to turn it over to you. Is the tip in this video something that you've tried before? And if not, do you think that it may work for you and is something that you may try? Let me know by leaving a comment right now.